Hey guys, how are you today? You got Brad here from Supercar Street Racing, and we have something exciting to show you guys that I'm so hyped about. We took a little road trip and got something cool for the channel, and it's sitting right here in front of me on the bed. Let's take a look how we went and got this cool thing, and then we'll show you exactly what we have. Hang out with us today. We're about to head out. We bought a Canon R5C down in Winter Garden. So Joe just showed up.
What's up?
Are you ready to take the first road trip in the Tesla after 2 years?
Yes.
You know that this car has never been anywhere near this amount of miles except when I bought it, right?
Will this one trip put more miles on it than you've done in the last 2 years?
Yeah, ever. So we're all packed up and everything. We're gonna head down to Winter Garden and we're gonna stay in Sanford for the night and check out some of the cool Sanford spots. And all we have to do right now is pack up, because I'd say about 11:30 we could hit the road, but we need to get all of our stuff packed and then figure out the trip.
So we got a spot there.
We have an Airbnb in Sanford.
Let's go.
So let's see. All right, let's get packed up. All right, we're leaving the house now, headed over to Joe's house, but we have a 2-hour and 15-minute drive to Winter Garden, which will be that's the furthest road trip. By the time we get back, it's the most miles in one trip for sure, because the only thing I did was driving from Merritt Island. Yeah. So yeah, we're headed out right now. We're gonna go ahead and go by the bank first and then get on 295. Head out. This is fun, man. We never get to have fun like this. We'll have to charge if we go too crazy. No, we'll be fine. Is he rolling up on you?
No.
He's thumbs up you. Do it. All right, we are in Orlando. We just went to Bank of America and then over to Starbucks. We picked up the Canon R5C, 2 lenses, a bunch of accessories and everything like that. And now we are headed to the Supercharger. So this car has only been supercharged once before, so we're gonna see how long it takes. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna go to the Supercharger and then try to find some food close by where we are. Headed that way. Let's do it. All right, we're at the charging station. We're supercharging. We already got 15% battery in like 10 minutes.
That's quick.
And we're watching Supercar Street Racing on theater mode on the Tesla.
Yeah, man.
And we're eating Jack's Tender Bites while we charge. All right, we are driving down a random road and there's a rocket launch happening right in front of us that we forgot about.
You can see this.
I don't know why we're dumb. We're literally in Orlando when the rocket goes up. Okay, we got to our Airbnb. Joe has the 110 volt charger. It gives you 1 mile per 30 hours worth of charging, but he's hyped. Oh my God, it fits. Touch the port, plug it in. Let's see what happens. Let's go, it's charging. Look, it turned green. That means it's charging. All right, so all we have to do is charge this for 45 hours. I can't believe you even saw it. It says 17 hours. Look at that. We leave tomorrow. It's gonna be at 100% when we leave. Come on, dude. Look at our Airbnb. All right, we gotta give a tour. This is the porch. It's called the front porch. It's got fans, but nobody knows how to turn them on. What else do we got, dude?
Dude, complimentary waters.
We got a backyard? Oh, snap. There's a big backyard back there, dude. He's got 2 closets. That's good because he's in the closet. Wait, is my memory foam? Let's go. I'm out for the night. Dang, son. If I could turn this on, I would. Guys, we're back in Supercar Street Racing Studio A. This is also our office. This is where we do a lot of the editing right here beside me, and also our regular work is right behind me. But right now in front of me today, you saw what we did. We went down to Winter Garden. We had a nice little road trip in the Tesla, the first road trip ever, and the longest trip I ever did in the Tesla. And we picked up something cool that's sitting right here in front of me today. And I've been wanting this thing for over a year. I just have not been able to find the right one one or pulled the trigger on it, but I had a little bit of extra money from the channel and I bought this right here. Let's take a look at it. Okay guys, look right here what I have on the bed. This is my brand new Canon R5C. It's new to me at least, and I have been wanting the R5C for a really long time. At least 2 years I've been searching for an R5C with lenses and everything else for a good price. This one did come up in Winter Garden, Florida. I went ahead and zipped down there with Joe and we picked up this Canon R5C. And as you can see, the R5C has a lot of extra gadgets with it. It has a Smallrig cage around it, as you can see here. It's got the trigger pistol grips there. It has a manual focus control, which we are going to be removing. That is for doing movies where you follow somebody with the handle and you focus with this hand. I will not be needing that. It has an anamorphic 35mm lens with a 1.33 aspect ratio right there on the front. It does have a couple of the Smallrig batteries, and those are awesome for charging the camera up. They give you way more battery life than just the internal battery. What they do literally is hook up just like this to the camera and they charge the internal battery and the camera runs off the internal battery. So this is the R5C. This is a hybrid camera. It is one of the cinema cameras from Canon. It is made specifically for doing both video and photos, and it is a full frame camera, meaning it has a full frame CMOS, no cropping. It does 8K, no problem, and it does have a 512 gigabyte CF Express card that came with it as well, and it's a genuine one also. It's not a clone CF card. Here's a good look at the back of the R5C. The Smallrig battery is sitting so fly right there. It is at 84% and it did charge the internal battery up all the way. It does have a screen right there with all of the data on it. I will show you guys later. And the viewfinder itself is covered up by the Smallrig batteries. That is why you don't see the viewfinder. I will not be using the real viewfinder, most likely just the screen, as I will be doing a lot of video work with this. You do see the Smallrig cage on here with the handle on the top. That also is pretty cool for doing video. I ordered some other things that are in this box as well. We're gonna have to take a look at those right after this message from our sponsor. Now this is a quick word from our sponsor. Shungite World is new to supercar street racing. They reached out to me and asked me if I would mind taking a look at some of their cool little decorative products. I said, of course, I would love for you guys to sponsor one of our videos. So right behind me here on the table, we have some cool little products from Shungite World. Let's take a look at these. Okay guys, right in front of me we have all kinds of cool little products from Shungite World sitting right here. For example, this tall pyramid right here, it is polished. It looks pretty cool. These guys can sit anywhere in your house. This one right here is called the tall pyramid. These are the cubes. That is a regular pyramid that has not been polished. This one has been polished. So you can get these guys in two different forms here, either polished or non-polished. They also have spheres, as you can see right here on the screen. I am going to go ahead and put a link to 5 or 6 of these guys in the description so you guys can check it out. They also have the powder available for doing arts and crafts, and then the powder can also be used for a pigment for paint, so that's pretty cool. And then they did also include these cool little stick-on dots, which are very interesting. They have 3M on the back and you can stick these anywhere as a cool little decoration. Shungite World was very kind to go ahead and send out a sample box to us. Please support them by buying the links in the description. Get your Shungite cool little decorative products from Supercar Street Racing, from Shungite World. Now let's get back to the video. All right, you guys just heard from Shungite World. Very kind of them to go ahead and sponsor Supercar Street Racing. But now there's some goodies in this box right in front of me. We need to get this thing opened up and see everything that I bought for the new Canon R5C. That's new to me, but it's not brand new. Let's get this box opened right now and see what all is inside of it. This box sitting so fresh and fly in front of me is full of stuff that we need for the Canon R5C. We have our patented knife here is having problems. So also with the R5C, we did get this awesome lens. It is a 24 to 105 RF lens. Yeah, there is the lens right there for $12.99 with much better reviews. A lot of times people get sent out foreign lenses instead of US versions. So yeah, this is a 24 to 105 lens right here, f4. And inside of the box, we do have a tripod from Smallrig. So now I have a lot of the Smallrig gadgets. This is supposed to be compatible with the cage here. We'll see if it actually does work or not. We also have a triple charger with 3 extra camera batteries. Not that I'll ever need extra batteries, but it wasn't that much more to go ahead and get that, so I did get that. And then we have a battery adapter. What this does is allows you to power the camera directly from AC. It's a fake battery that you put in, and you can plug your camera in and use it for any length of time, such as things like time lapse, or if you're going to be shooting in one spot for a long time and you don't need portability, this is what you do. Let's get all this stuff opened up. There'll be links in the description for all this and the Canon R5C and all these lenses. Let's get busy. This is the battery adapter. It's a fake battery that allows you to go ahead and power up your camera, and this little cord right here will jet out of the door. There is instructions on how to assemble this and put it into the camera, but basically this goes in the camera and powers up the camera so that you can work on the camera all the time with AC power. They had this cool little felt bag right here. Inside the bag, we do see the actual power adapter right there. So that plugs into this part right here. And then of course the power cable goes to the adapter right there. So that's the battery AC kind of hack for powering up the camera all the time. This should be a battery charger and 3 batteries. And here are the 3 extra batteries that fit a lot of the Canon products. This is one of the aftermarket batteries, LP E6NH. It does have a USB cable with it, and it is a USB Type-C, our existing USB power, and it did come on. It has a cool little display showing all the batteries charging. This is awesome. So that is the triple battery charger. Link will be in the description for that. All right, guys, now that we have our R5C right in front of us, I'd like to go ahead with you guys and try to remove this manual focus. Let's get this thing up on the desk. Okay, so the first thing is that just turned, this little lever turned, and then this manual focus did come right off. And then we should just be able to pull the rod out like this. And then for this next step, we will need Allen screwdriver. Definitely was tight, very tight. So that is that. That came directly out, so no problem whatsoever. I will store all these. I'm gonna live with that just for now because I'm gonna be changing lenses anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and leave on this pistol grip. It might make it a little bit easier to do video with for now. Here's a look at the Smallrig battery pack on the back. You can see it is up to 84%. It charges with USB-C and it has USB type A and C outputs. It's connected directly to the side of the R5C. This mount protector right here, basically what that does is it tightens down on your cables and prevents them from bending, because there's a big problem with this camera and using these side ports. They get bent, and there's a small USB-C and a small HDMI mini, I believe it is, on the side, and they're notorious for getting damaged. So that is a look at the back of the R5C and the top of it right there. And there's the 35mm anamorphic lens. We're going to go ahead and shoot a segment with that right now, and I'll show you guys in post-production how we take that anamorphic 1.33 image and then we de-squeeze it in post. And what that does is allow much more data to be added to the view. So it basically has a much wider field of view. This is now the Smallrig Tripod unboxing. So let's get this tripod directly out of the box here. Let's see what's inside the bag, and let's see if it actually does work with the Smallrig cage. All right, we got the Smallrig tripod undone. Really cool packaging. It was packaged very nicely. No issues at all with that. It's pretty cool. It has red anodized rings and some red anodized clamps right here. Okay, it was pretty simple. I watched the video here. What you do is unscrew this part on the tripod a lot. This little piece that goes right here comes out, and then that piece screws directly to the bottom of the camera, just like that. Pretty easy. Now the camera should just sit on top of here and be screwed back down to tighten it up. And there we have it. It is ready to go on the tripod now. Super easy. Just of note here, it also did come with this cool clamp for like a phone or a tablet. So if you want to use it for that, you have the ability to do that as well. Okay, before the battery dies in the GoPro, we have a mission now to transfer the DJI mic to the R5C, and it looks like there's an audio input right here. I was able to use the same shoe to attach the DJI mic to the camera. Now all I have to do is tighten down this little clamp right here. So I will go ahead and connect the mic right there, and I'll be done with the mic part. We went ahead and put the tripod on the stand. There is a leveling system right here. There is bubbles on it also to show you that it is not level right now. You can fix this by just opening up these screws and then adjusting the camera till it is level. We're gonna shoot some video with just a tiny bit of light. We only have the light in this room and the light from this big lamp pointing at us. So this is what it's gonna look like next. You're gonna see us shooting from the R5C, the first video ever shot from it. I'm gonna try to shoot at 4K, 24 frames per second. Let's see if I can figure out how to do that. All right, guys, so I poked around a little bit inside the Canon R5C menu and watched a couple of videos. I went ahead and changed the lens out to the 24 to 105. You're looking at this lens right now zoomed all the way out. It is shooting in 4K at 24 frames per second. I want to see how that looks in DaVinci Resolve as well. So that is the first look at the Canon R5C at 24 frames per second, 4K with no light except for just available light right inside of this room. Now let's take a look at how you can get your own Canon R5C on Amazon. All right, we are right in front of Amazon right now, and we are actually using the Canon R5C as we speak. And here is a good example of a refurbished R5C with lenses and memory and things like that. Beware of some of these though, because they are also sometimes foreign cameras, which may not have a warranty. So sometimes these good deals come with the caveat that you got a foreign camera, so it's not a US-based camera. There is a body right here for $29.99 available. That is no lens. That is what the camera is going for right now. $29.99. You would have to buy your lenses completely separately. So the 24 to 105 is what we are shooting on right now. That is a good lens for a starter lens. I am going to buy a 15mm wide angle lens too to do vlogging on. Go ahead and check the link in the description. I'll have some options for you for the R5C. And we want to thank you guys for 108,000 subscribers now. Very cool. This is so amazing of you guys to help us and support the channel. Go ahead and go down in the description and order a Canon R5C if you would like to try one out. Grab a lens. And thank you so much for supporting Supercar Street Racing. Order anything you want also when you go down in the description. You don't have to get the Canon. You can buy anything you want, and it does help us out so greatly. And we got to get out of here, guys, because we have to go to lunch soon. Let's go.